Well, it's been a while since we've hit 10 threes in a game. I say that. I like the fact that we distributed the ball today, especially towards the end of the game to create some separation. You know, Texas Southern did a great job, I thought, of staying in the game. A couple times I thought we were going to pull away, and they hit some key shots, hit some key threes, and you know, they're a good team. I watched them on film, and I knew we had our hands full. A couple of their players can knock down the outside shot. They're a good transition team, and you know, they D up, they get after it. But I thought at the end, what was nice today is we had a number of players hit three. You know, Keena, KJ hit one, Gabby hit two, KP, Britt, and that's kind of what you want from your team. But I thought the last probably 6-7 minutes we played some good team basketball and distributed the ball well.
You mentioned the 10 3-pointers. Was that more a result of the distribution and the ball movement, or did you spend a lot of this week doing extra outside shooting drills, trying to create more long shots?
No, I just thought we just you know, we took some open looks that we had, and you know, you look at Gabby, she was actually pretty open in both looks. Britt was wide open at the top of the key, and you know, Keena actually got some decent looks today, especially when they went in zone. You know, we haven't had a ton of practice in Moody. You know, that kind of worried me a little bit. You know, we practiced some, but considering it's your home floor, I was a little concerned about that. So we tried to get as much shooting today, just getting a feel for it again. And you know, I was worried. The biggest thing I was worried about is the week off. You know, the week off, and that spring break week, and really kind of a you know, you look at it a week and a half. You try to keep your kids engaged during spring break, and especially before selection Sunday, not knowing if you're going to get the call it's difficult. And you know, we brought our practice guys in this week, got a chance to play against some different people, so that helped us a little bit. But I think once we knew that we were in, who we were playing, and the fact that we were playing at home, I think gave us a little extra you know, motivation.
Coming into the game, Jasmine Parker was their leading scorer, and she played 2 minutes in the first half. But Brianna Sidney turns around and puts in 21 points. Did she surprise you, or did you know she had this kind of a game in her?
Well, I'll start by talking about, she didn't surprise me by any means, but you know, that's one thing that we'll talk about, and Lisa will talk about in preparation for Minnesota is our players got to know their personnel better. They got to, you know, you know, she likes to go left. The girl you're talking about likes to go right. How many times she hit that little 10, 12-foot floater, or take that 12-foot floater on the baseline, and we didn't play her the way we were supposed to. And so, you know, it's about knowing your personnel. There's certain players you're going to play certain ways, and she got us. She got us, and in turn, I mean, she has a nice little floater from 10 or 12 feet.
You guys spent most of the first half sort of trading punches back and forth, and you went on a run at the end of the first half to extend the lead out to, was it 9 at halftime? Did you all make any kind of adjustment there in the late stages of the first half that keyed that run?
I think we got our defense going a little bit, got more energy on defense, which resulted in transition buckets. So, I mean, we just kind of picked up the energy heading into halftime, which helped us.
You've had a bunch of big scoring games this year. You had a stretch there where you hit 3 or 4 threes in a row. Do you get in sort of a zone where you feel like you can't miss and you look for your shot every time down?
A little bit. I probably get in the zone. I don't really look for my shot every time. I am more of a passer, especially when Akil's in the game. It's my go-to, but just threw me off.
Sorry.
I don't know.
I see you're from Arlington. Where did you go to high school?
Timberview, Mansfield,
Oh,
Timberview.
Mansfield, Timberview. I live in Arlington. I just
Okay.
heard it and I was like, oh, okay.
Akil, what were you able to do inside, or what were you able to take advantage of? You got 15 points, 7 rebounds. What were you able to exploit?
I actually don't know where that came from until I looked at it on the sheet. I think Just Keena does a great job in finding me in transition. So when I know when she's going, she is looking to pass. So I gotta have my hands ready, and I think that's where that came from. I believe it.
You two get a lot of attention as the two leading scorers in a lot of your games, but Karina Baker, 8 assists, only 2 turnovers. How would you rank today's performance compared to some of her better games this year?
Well, I thought when we had our separation there at the end, and I challenged our team during a timeout, and specifically Karina from a defensive standpoint a little bit, but I thought she really came back and responded and was aggressive. And you know, sometimes I like when Karina gets mad because she goes hard. And you know, sometimes that's part of it, trying to get them to go a little bit harder. But I thought she dished the ball real well. And the fact that she only had 2 turnovers, because she does sometimes, we call them risky passes, we'll make some risky passes, but she had some nice passes today. And you got to be ready. When Keena and Karina pass the basketball, you got to be ready because, you know, they're going to put something on it. Karina put some zip on her passes.
When Keena fouled out with, what was it, a minute and a half or something left, did you start to sweat a little bit, or did you think there was enough of a margin compared to the time on the clock?
Well, you know, I was trying to figure at what point I wanted to sub players in, and you know, it's interesting because you're up 12 points or so, and you're trying to get people in, you're trying to get people out, but you know, that's still a minute something is always a lot of time. So much can happen, but I really wanted to try and get our seniors out. Not knowing that it possibly could be their last game here at Moody. I wanted to try and get them out and get an ovation, and you know, I tried to get KJ in for Karina there, but you know, she didn't make those free throws. She had 2 opportunities, so it's kind of hard to sub somebody when, you know, they didn't make their free throws. But you know, I mean, I had confidence in the younger ones that were in.
Gabby Wilkins, 13 points, 4 for 5 from the floor, including 2 of 2 on threes. How much easier is your life if you get another outside shooter who's making her shots like that?
It makes it very easy, because then everybody starts collapsing on me. So when we kick it out and Gabby's hitting shots, that's really good. So I think Gabby just has to stay confident. And when Gabby's confident, she's going to take and hit those shots.
Anything else?
Thank you.
Thank you.
Appreciate it. Good luck.